Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tsarina on a Budget. My name is Oksana and this is my first video on the cash stuffing and budgeting. We are a middle-aged family of two, my husband and myself, and we're living in southeast London. Let me tell you little bit about myself and how I discovered the cash stuffing method in November 2023. It all started when my workplace arranged one-to-one session with financial advisors for all employees. So we have quite few benefits at my workplace, and this is one of them. So based on on every individual employee, so the financial advisors was assessing our finances, and then they looking into it and then provide advice on how to improve, how to achieve our financial goals, how to improve the way we running our finance. Personally, I thought I was doing okay. I always been good with spending and budgeting. I always prioritize my necessary expenses first. I never have situation where I didn't pay my rent or didn't pay my council tax and spent all the money on my personal stuff. But I thought I'm good with my finance, but in the same time we didn't really have any saving goals in place. We didn't really have separate savings or investment accounts, so that's how it was for us. So we always dream we want to buy a house, but we didn't really actively was saving towards it. So it was not, it was in our mind, but we didn't really work towards it the way we should work. So all our money was in one joint account, and there was no clear visibility of how much was left every month, how much after all the income and expenses will go. So we didn't really see how much left. It was just roughly the same amount from month to month. So when our finances was when the finance advisor access our finances, so I realized there is a huge gap between the money we earn and the money we spend, and how much we should have been left with. So, but honestly, I had no idea where all this money is going. There's always this unnecessary tapping on your card. So when you don't actually see, when you don't have cash, everything going through the through the card, so you can't really see where and how your money spent. So we created a model, and it tracks all monthly income, all expenses, all saving goals. So we know we need to save roughly between 50 to 70,000 for our house deposits. The house in our areas, the normal 3-bedroom standard house, not luxury, not brand new, so it's cost now roughly 500,000. So the deposit should be 50 plus minus other costs, solicitor fees and stamp duties and advisors, all that. So we kind of think we need between 50 and 70,000. We want to save this, but we didn't have any clear plan how we're going to do this, and we didn't know how we can achieve it because the amounts, it does look scary. So after that financial session, so I began searching other ways to improve our situation, to save money, because obviously I can see our income, I can see our expenses, I can see how much we should be saving, but I wanted I wanted more. And this is how I stumbled across cash stuffing videos on TikTok. I'm not fan of social media. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, just because I feel that they take too much time that could be better spent somewhere else. But since I found then this cash stuffing video was linked to TikTok, so I create account on TikTok. I start watching videos on TikTok, and mainly cash stuffing with mainly cash stuffing videos. After a few weeks of watching, I decided to give it a try. I think it did work for many people with different budgets, with different goals, and I decided we should try it. I bought a couple of binders from Amazon. I bought some challenges from Etsy. At this point, I didn't understand what exactly I need. I was just basically mimicking everyone else, what everyone else was doing on TikTok or YouTube or on Etsy. The plan was to start on 1st of January 2024, so by this time I wanted to, to pay whatever we need to pay. We had few credit cards at this time, so I just want to pay as much as possible towards them. I want to, to see how much. I want to sort of start from fresh, from zero, and 1st of January, I think it was Monday, so it was a very good time to start. So the first few months went well, but some of the saving challenges didn't make sense to me. I had a 365 penny saving challenge because everyone else have it, and it really demotivates me because it's a huge challenge. It takes long time, and then if you only put coins towards this, you can't really see progress. So it didn't make sense for me. I just couldn't do it. So I switched to the smaller penny saving challenge because I thought I could feel it faster and it's make more satisfaction for me. I also have some trackers for the sinking funds, which I initially bought because they was cheaper, but then I stopped liking them because they have a different amounts from what I want to save, so they maybe not necessarily have a design I want to have. So it didn't work for me. So I'm kind of didn't I kind of feel dismotivated, but I will still carry on. And then slowly I began building my own cash stuffing system with envelopes, trackers, and challenges that work for me. I'm a bit on OCD, I would say, and I have specific criteria for how I want my challenge to look, how I want my envelopes to look, and what amounts it should be. I know obviously the point of cash stuffing is to save money, and Etsy is full of tempting items, but for me it was very important to have beautiful matching envelopes and binders. All my envelopes now in my main binders, they are made by the same person. They are vellum envelopes. I start as everyone else from normal zipped envelopes, but through the year I swapped to the vellum envelopes, and they made by the same seller because I want them to be the same size. I want them to be the same quality and the same style. Obviously for the challenges you can't have them all the same. There is so many talented sellers on Etsy. There is so many beautiful challenges. So but I have a certain requirement to the challenges, to the trackers I want to use. Again, they're all more or less the same size. I don't like, for example, mini challenges. I would not necessarily do mini challenges because I don't like the way they look in my envelopes. But saying this, I actually order mini challenge for the Christmas saving because it's so pretty, and it's actually, I think it will work for me this year, because last year I allocate certain challenges for the Christmas and it wasn't enough. But and I think this challenge saves more, and is actually quite small amount you have to save. So but it is mini challenge, but I will see. I will try to do this year. Otherwise, most of my challenges are the same size and sort of the same style. So I don't like I don't like also like weird amounts. So I don't have like I wouldn't buy challenge which say like save £3 or £4 per per picture. So I kind of prefer everything to be divided by 5, so it's either £50 or £100, 150 or 200, this kind of amounts. I also like when it's blank challenges where you can put your own amount. So if I have options, I always buy this one, because again your amount could change through the year and through the time. So I don't like a situation when you have to cross something. It's just make it it doesn't appeal for me. So it's I know it's maybe not the right way, but I just, for me it's like it is important for me that everything is done in a certain way. Sometimes I even see it and look through my binder, through my envelopes and challenges. It's very relaxing for me, and it's make me feel like I'm a little girl again. I'm just don't have any problems. I'm just playing with my dolls. It does have this relaxing feeling. So and that's why I spent more money than I should on the challenges, but then they are on the end, my binders and my envelopes, they looks the way I want them to look. So now we have been doing cash stuffing around exactly 1 year, so it's 1 year since I started. I can't say these big words then cash stuffing changed my life, but it has definitely improved the way I manage my finances. I we live in Southeast London, but I work in Central London, and I usually work in the office 4 days out of 5, and 1 day we works from home. And previously I would buy lunch and coffee almost every day, and lunch for me wasn't $3.50 Tesco meal deal. I never been one to eat a sandwich or cold pasta for lunch. I don't want to say anything bad about this, but this is the way I was raised. Lunch was always for me a hot meal. It's one of my main meal. I don't take breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. So my first time when I will eat, it will be 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So that's why for me important it's a hot proper meal. Ideally it would be soup, and especially in the weather and time of the year like this, I would eat soup for lunch. And obviously those kind of lunches, they're not cheap, and previously I used to spend 12 or 15 pounds every day for lunch when I was working in the office, which is 3 or 4 days per week every week. Now when I look at the cash which I allocate for my eating out or for my coffees, I don't feel the urge to spend it mindlessly. I think about this every day. Do I really need to go to Starbucks and spend £4.50 or £5 on Starbucks coffee, or can I manage without it today? Maybe I should buy it tomorrow. Today I'm okay. And then by the end of the week, the money I save can go towards more important challenges, and so that's kind of motivates me not to go and spend them unnecessary every day. Now I bring my own lunch almost every day, and I also bring my own coffee. I bring a pot of coffee, and I also bring 2 or 3 extra portion in small containers where you just put 1 spoon, and this is what you just put this small container in your mug or in your thermos, so it's just 1 portion, so you don't have to go and make it like with a spoon and thing. So it's just everything is pre-measured there. We do have a coffee machine at work, obviously, but I just don't like the taste of coffee from the home coffee machines or from the office coffee machines. It's just too strong for me, and it's also I just don't like the taste. So I buy instant coffee, and I buy flavored one. And it does it tastes better, and just for the health reason I switched to decaf for last 6 or 7 months. So again, it's just it's just easier than I bring my own coffee, and I don't depend on anyone. So I just take 2 or 3 portions, and I know it's enough for me going through the day. And for lunches I also start doing batch cooking, hot meals for 2-3 days in advance, and I take them to work. My husband usually eats, I usually cook for like 5 or 6 portions, and it's for my 2 or 3 days going to work, and then it's 2 or 3 portions for my husband to eat during his dinner, because this is his main meal, so he prefers to have a big meal in the evening. Of course there would be time and situation when I'm tired. I just don't want to have a lunch in the office. I just don't want to talk to anyone. I want to go and have a fresh air, and I want to just maybe talk on the phone with someone. I just want to be out of the office. Or sometimes I meet my friend for lunch, or sometimes I take colleague for lunch. There is always a situation like this, and in those cases I use my personal money, and I don't feel any guilt, because I know it's not every day, it's not every week, and I know the money allocated there is money allocated for there. So obviously if I don't spend, to go to the challenges, but if I spend for for me to feel better, or to go and meet someone, so then there is no guilt in this, because this is money specifically for this. So I do think it's important then, whatever is your budget, whatever is your situation, then you still allocate some money for yourself or for your partner to spend, just to make sure you have these cheat days, and you don't stop doing cash stuffing just because you get fed up and you get so overwhelmed. You just get so tied up on savings, and there's no way out. So you need to have 10 or 15 pounds for yourself every week. and if you don't spend them, it's, you know, it's a bonus, but if you do spend them, you just don't feel bad about this. So also doing this, you know, for the whole year, now we're on the end of this year. Now I look on how much we save, and we have a clear understanding how much, you know, how much we actually saved through this year. We have a few emergency situations. As I said, I have some health issue where we did spend a lot of cash, but it is what it is. So we have a plan, we have a budget for next year. We can see how much we can save next year. Obviously, if nothing changed, if we still have the same jobs, you know, if we're healthy, if there is nothing major happen, then we know by the end of the next year, this is the amount of money we're gonna have in our saving account towards our house. Which is, you know, which motivates us, because we can see the, you know, sort of light on the end of the tunnel. So we can see like when, realistically, we know when we can have this deposit. Also, the important things of cash stuffing for me is how much my husband helping and contributing towards it. So basically all our salaries go into our joint account, and then I'm managing this account. My husband have access, but he doesn't really use it, so he doesn't really spend our budgeted, you know, sort of our main salaries money on himself. This is the account where I pay all my bills, all our bills, our rent. This is from where we now putting money to the saving. We have different saving accounts for him, for me, and, you know, some ISA, some regular saver account with a higher interest. And so we also using some premium bonds where we put some money in as well, hoping that we can win some money. Who knows? So this, you know, this premium bonds is sort of replacement for the lottery for us. Instead of playing lottery, so it's sort of playing this premium bond every month. So yeah, so our both salary will go to this account, and previously for many years we both have two jobs, like sort of second line of income. I always have two jobs, but unfortunately since last year I just cannot carry on with having second jobs, with having second job. I'm obviously maybe change this in the future, but for the moment it's just, I just have a, you know, various reasons why I just cannot have second job at the moment. But my husband, he still have his side hustle, he still have his extra hours. So basically, you know, before, you know, our main salaries is spent for us, is going to the budget, but our side hustle, so second job, was spent on ourselves. So, you know, whatever my husband do with his side hustle, I wouldn't ask him, and the same, like whatever I was doing with my second income, he wouldn't ask me as well. So that's how it was. But now I don't have my second job, but my husband, he still have his. And you know, seeing how much we save, seeing the actual cash in the binder, seeing the money going to the saving accounts every month, he changed his approach as well. And he's trying to give me as much as possible from all his extra income. Whatever, you know, he can spare, he would just give it to me, and I will put towards our saving binders. So his job is very different to mine. So he's not office based. He travels a lot. He doesn't have fixed hours, so it's very unpredictable. Sometimes he may not come home because he's so busy, and it doesn't make sense. He work outside of London, or, you know, far away from our home, so it doesn't make sense for him to come home. He would stay and then carry on early in the morning and come back after 1 or 2 days. Sometimes he have a, you know, easier day when he finish in the morning, like he will go early in the morning, finish by lunchtime, come home, have lunch at home, have a couple of hours, you know, to rest, and then he may have to go back to the different project and come back 11-12 o'clock on the night. So it's very unpredictable, so I obviously cannot expect him to stick to the same routine I'm doing. He will try to take a packed lunch whenever possible, but again, he do a lot of physical work as well, so he need to eat properly. He can't just eat sandwiches, he also need to have hot food, so that's why he do buy a lot of food outside. But since last year, he also tried to reduce the amount of food he's buying outside, and he tried to save as much money as possible. And give it to me for my envelopes and binders. So I also want to talk a little bit, just briefly, why I want to do this channel, because as I said, I'm not a fan of social media. I really don't want, you know, to be spending much time on social media, but the reason I'm making this video is to share my cash stuffing and budgeting journey with others, and hoping it can help someone else the way cash stuffing video helped me. I know there are many videos out there, but everyone's goals and situation are different, and some cash stuffing journey and methods make more sense than others, you know, for different people. For example, I truly enjoy watching you know, this gaming days video on YouTube. There are quite few cash stuffer who is doing this now, and they are saving a lot of money, to be honest, out of these game days. They put £1 to £2 here and there, but then after, you know, a few months, you consider it's £100 to £200, and it does really work for them. But for me personally, for the moment, I just can't see myself doing this kind of, you know, method. So it's not something what I want to do, but it's fun to watch, and I'm sure many people would love to do something like this. So that's why I believe there is different methods, there is different approach, and when you watch cash stuffing videos, sometimes you think, no, it doesn't work for me, but you watch someone else and you kind of, oh, okay, so she's doing or he's doing this way, I think, you know, it will work for me. So that's one of the reasons why I want to create this channel, and why I want to do this video. Another reason I'm starting this channel now is that I'm having a fear of the public speaking. It didn't really affect me before. I have this all my life. I always scared of saying something wrong, or, you know, saying something wrong, or use the wrong words, or just, you know, feel stupid. And it didn't really affect me because, as I said, it was all my life, and I didn't have a situation where I do need to speak in front of many people. But currently my role at my work, at my job, changing, and it does require me to speak in front of larger audience, which I dread. Hopefully by making this cash stuffing video, I can overcome this fear, because obviously I'm talking about something I'm doing myself, what I understand, what I know how to do, and it's kind of easy to express myself, what I want to say. And I just hope I will practice, you know, it's helped me to practice, and then help me to speak on other topics as well, which I'm not so, you know, confident with. I hope this introduction wasn't too long or boring, and I hope you can see and everything, and I hope the lighting is okay and the sound is okay. I hope you understand also what I'm trying to say. I just want quickly, I want to share the folders I have and my plans for cash stuffing in 2025. I currently have 4 main folders in place. They all different shades of blue. You can clearly see what is my favorite color. So my main folders, which I'm using for probably for last 4 or 5 months, and which I'm planning to use in 2025, is essentials, personal, family, and sinking funds folders. They all have 6 or 7 envelopes in them at the moment, but there obviously would be some changes through the year. I'm already thinking to add a few more envelopes, a few more categories, because we need to save for something else, and I will be doing them all, like, you know, through the year. We also have I also have 2 saving challenges, or 2 saving binders. Until probably last month, I only have 1 folder. I only use this folder, and it was called differently, but I decided then 1 folder is not enough, because some of the challenges have the coins in them, and sometimes the amounts have £5, so the binders become, you know, quite bulky. You can't really close them. So I decided to have 2 separate folders. These folders, this savings folder will be mainly for the fixed saving challenges, you know, where you put £5, £10 or something every month, and you know how much you will end up with when you save it. So this will be kind of priority folder. So something what we know how much we're going to save, and then I can plan in advance what this will be saving reallocated to. This folder will be used for the saving challenges games. so you don't really know which amount you're gonna end up with, you don't know how much in total you will save, and it's kind of fun. And you know, it's not going to be my priority, but whatever leftover money will be after this folder will go in the savings, you know, in the game folder. So this is how I'm planning to do this year. Obviously I may change, I'm not sure, because as I said, I'm just starting to do this now. Last year was only one folder. I also have some binders for the saving, for the big savings, and I'm sure most of the cash stuffers know where these binders from. So this is from Iris Budget channel, from Iris Budget shop on Etsy. There is 5k saving binder and 1k saving binder. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna use them for. I think the 5k will be probably for again, cost towards the house, but more like a legal cost, or you know, stamp duty fees, or solicitor or legal or advisor. So because I want to have a separate amount saved for the budget, but for the deposit, sorry, but I also want to have money allocated separately for all other costs you will incur when you're buying the house. The 1k challenge, the 1k binder, I will think about this and probably will allocate some saving in next video. So for the moment I don't have anything in mind, but there is, you know, a few things which we need to save for, and I probably will separate them from our main savings. So they are from Iris Budgets. So I also have a binder. For the moment I'm still waiting, I'm just waiting for my vinyl, for my vinyl to go here. So it's a new binder, and this is my holiday binder. And then there is a custom made envelopes also done by Iris. So they are very beautiful envelopes, very well made, very high quality. If you don't have a Iris binder, or if you don't have envelopes, you know, try to get them on Etsy. I highly recommend buying them. It's not easy. I spent nearly 6 months trying to get them. Iris usually announce when she's gonna release new binders or new envelopes. She usually announce them on Instagram, and you know, as you know, I'm not using Instagram and I usually miss. But I was so lucky, you know, to catch few release through her YouTube videos. She said she's gonna release them Monday morning or Monday afternoon, and I was just watching like a hawk. And luckily for me, I just, you know, refresh Etsy, and the binders was there, and I just grabbed straight away 1k and 5k, and you can see there also blue shades. And the next time, again, I was very lucky. The next time she released her custom made envelopes listing, and I just grabbed straight away 3 envelopes, and I email her, I text her, you know, on the message her on the Etsy what they need to be, and she done them so quickly and so beautifully. So if you don't have them, try to get them. It's like really something what everyone should have who is doing cash stuffing. I also have another saving binder. So this is basically saving. This is a 4.5 saving challenge, 4,500 saving challenge from Budget with Ira. So I just put them in some random blue binder. So this is a mermaid version of 4,500 savings. So I have so many versions of this. He have pastel, he have rainbow, and mermaid, and I think butterfly, and I think even Halloween. So it's so many versions of this game. It's very easy. I mean, it's very easy to play. It's just basically whatever amount you have. You don't necessarily have to put in every envelope. So if you have a big amount, you can just roll the dice and split it. If you have small amount, you can just allocate in the smaller envelope, and then it's all add up on the end. So we start this binder, I think May or June last year. We didn't start from the beginning, so we start like May or June last year, and I think we are halfway through it so far. And this envelopes, this money in here, they are only from my husband's side hustles money and from his personal savings, so from whatever money he saved on lunches or he made on extra hours. So, and I'm so pleased and I'm so proud of this, because if we didn't do cash stuffing, this money would just go on, you know, for stupid things, on some food or takeaways, or, you know, buying another pair of trainers or a perfume which we don't really need. So yeah, so this is the money we saved. So we're planning to finish this binder this year. We also have a last year we also done a 100 envelope saving, 100 envelope saving binder. You know, this is the standard envelope, and this is the standard binder you can buy on Amazon or Temu or Shein or Alibaba. So they are not, I mean, they are okay. So it was okay. The only thing is it's not very, you know, they are made for US, where you don't really have a coins. They don't, you know, because you have to put £1, £2, £3, £4 every time. You have to put, you know, next amount, and they're not really made for UK where we have coins. But it's okay, we did it, and I believe we completed. And again, it was mostly from my husband money, but I had some health issue which we have to pay in cash, for which we have to pay in cash, so we basically spend it on myself. But you know, the main point, we had this money saved, and if you wouldn't do cash stuffing, we would probably have to use credit card for these expenses, or going through our main budget and, you know, take money here and there. But we had this money in there, which was brilliant. So it's just the way cash stuffing helped us. And as I said, again, that was mainly from his money, not from the main budget. So if you think how much money you can just, if you start budgeting and thinking about your finance, how much money you actually can save and not waste on unnecessary stuff, that's just, you know, that's just very, very impressive. So for my coin savings, I try not to have many coin savings in my challenges. I just don't like them in there. Sometimes obviously you have to, but I'm just trying to avoid to put any coins in my saving challenges binder. So I have this pouch from Lux Budget on Etsy for £1, £2 and 50p. As I said, I was trying to do penny saving challenge, which I didn't like. I was trying to do mini penny saving challenge, which was okay. I did it 2 or 3 times through the year, but then again, we don't have a bank cash machine. We don't have a bank coin machine in the area we live. So we basically, most of the bank now been converted, you know, in this bank hub where you go and they have all the banks in there, and then it's just very, very basic. So we obviously can go on supermarket and put it in machine there, but they charge you, and I really don't want to pay any money for myself. I really don't want to, you know, this supermarket take any of my savings. So I'm just kind of not going to use this machine where they charge you for the coins you brought them. So basically, when I completed my mini saving challenge, I had to sit down and separate all the coins and put them in the bank bags and bring them to the bank. So because it's kind of, you know, that takes time, and it's also, when you save your £50 mini saving challenge, you can't actually have £50, because obviously you wouldn't necessarily have enough of 20p or 10p and 1p and so on to make this amount. So I decided this year I will carry on to do these pouches for 50p, £2 and £1, but I also will do some small for the 1p, 2p, 10p and 5p. I will also fill this tracker in these bags, and then once I have required amount, I will just put them straight away to the bank bags, and then, you know, once probably every few months or whenever, so I just go to the bank and convert them to the notes or put them on my account. I just don't really like these coins to be, you know, sitting and accumulating for a long time. I prefer for them to be converted to the notes, or to be going through my envelopes. I know there is a lot of different now different trackers on Etsy, but as I said, they need to make sense. This one saving you total of £2, and for 2p you're saving total of £2, which is perfect, because if you look on the money bags, the 2p you have to save £1, the total of £1. So basically, if I do this, if I do this tracker, then this will be 2 full bags for of 2p, which I can just go and put in the bank. So yeah, so this is how I'm gonna do this year for my coins. I have all the small pouches for every, you know, for 1p, 2p, and so on, for all of them. Right, so last year, the way I done my cash stuffing was, once in a month I would withdraw money. I would take money once in a month, and I separate them for the sinking funds, and then also I will put 4, you know, batches for 4 weeks to go to my Safiano binder, to my Safiano. So sometimes I have 4 weeks, sometimes I have 5 weeks. So basically I get paid end of the month, and my husband get paid first few days of the new month. And then so sometimes if I get paid like kind of last working day of the month. And sometimes if for example, if I would do every month 4 weeks, there would be situation when I would, you know, end up waiting for my salary, if it makes sense. So that's why I try to look, I usually look on calendar. Last year I looked for the whole year, and I said, okay, so this will be my 5 months, and this will be my 5 months, and this will be my 5 months. And doing this, you basically, every time I would have my week ending at the last day of the month, or even like few days to the next month. So for example, January was 5 months, 5 weeks for me, and it's ended in few days in February. So doing this way, I know I always have my salary in, and basically, so I know then I can do cash stuffing for the next month. So I just wanted to make sure I don't have the situation when I don't have anything to cash stuff. So yeah, so basically in my Safian I have a couple of my main envelopes which I'm stuffing weekly. So it's a grocery shopping, then this is eating out when I'm working, when I just want to go and eat out, as I previously mentioned. I have my coffee, which I usually have 5 or 10 pounds in there. I have a personal spend if I need to buy something, you know, for myself, but I rarely use this one. I do have it for my motivation, but it's probably, for last year I probably used this personal money, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in last year, which is brilliant, you know, which went in my saving, where before I would probably spend so much in there. So just in case if my grocery is not enough, or in case if we went for lunch which cost more than allocated weekly money, so I have just in case. Again, it's rarely used, but it's there for my sort of, you know, peace of mind. I do have this extra envelope called grocery top up. I just start using it for last few months. It's just you know, the situation when you have to buy milk or bread through the week, and you already done your main grocery shopping, and you know, to be honest, not sure what's happened with the food now, but the food doesn't last very long. It just get off quite quickly, and I'm trying to put a lot of vegetables in our diets and lots of fruits. And when you buy greens, like green salads or spinach or, you know, broccoli stems, they don't last very long. So after 3 or 4 days they don't look very nice. So I can't really buy on Saturday for the whole week. So that's why I put this extra envelope. So when I work from home, when it's my working from home day, I go to, like during lunchtime, I go to local Tesco and I buy some, you know, some green stuff, or I buy milk, or I buy bread, what we need. So this is my extra envelope for that. So it doesn't look the same like others, because this was a pack of 5. So I'm definitely looking to change it this year to be, you know, in the same in the same style and color. It does really disturb me. So this is my Safiano, and so basically, as I said, I was doing this weekly, and then my other binder monthly. So I think I will try to do this year everything weekly. So I will take the full amount, divide it equally, or maybe not equally, depends what we need, and then I will do the cash stuffing every week for my Safyana and for my envelopes, and see how it will go. Again, it may not work for me because I used to do it monthly, but you know, we will try. Also, end of the week, I also go through my Safyana, and I also take all the money which I didn't spend this week, and I allocate them through the saving challenges, through the games, or through the specific saving challenges. I don't put anything in the saving challenges from my monthly budget. So basically, the way I think, the way my brain work, if you have spare money on the beginning of the month, which you know it's a spare, they should already go through your savings. They should go to your savings, or they should go to your saving envelopes. I don't believe I should put them in the challenges, and then you know, they're gonna stack in there for another month or 2 or 3 months until this savings challenge is complete, and then I can transfer it to the envelopes or to the main savings. So I don't believe in this. So I kind of think, you know, if I know I can save, I can spare this money, they should go directly to my envelopes. But with my obviously with my leftover money, I have no guarantee how much I can, you know, I can spend this week. So all my leftover, they will go to the saving challenges, and I think it works for me, and I think that's how I'm gonna do this year as well. The only difference, but I'm still thinking about this, I'm still looking through my budget. I think we will try to make more money, we will try to put more money in this savings binder from Iris, because obviously, you know, I can't expect my husband to fill all of these 3 binders this year. I hope he can, but yeah, I cannot expect him to do this. Some of my sinking funds, some of my wallets, they already have money left from this year, so I don't have to start from zero like I did last year. So that's why I can spare probably some money and put them directly in my savings. So, but this one I will probably do in my next video, when I discuss my budget and my monthly outgoing and income. So I think it's more or less enough for the first video. I will be doing another video soon. Well, I hope I will be doing soon. I want to do video with the budgets, with my go through my binder, show you what envelopes I have, what challenges I'm gonna use this year, or at least for the next 3 or 4 months, and also set up sort of plans and, you know, allocation. I hope this video will be released in the next couple of days. So thank you everyone who watched this video. Again, this is my first video, please don't judge it very hard. Thank you very much, and I see you soon.